Woo, it's nasty work. Is it safe to come outside? Good Lord. The Chicago Sky gets smoked by 40 at home?
How does a rising star handle the spotlight when the pressure hits hardest? Angel Reese just faced one of her toughest moments on national television.
Listen, the Washington Mystics just put belt to ass on Angel Reese and the Chicago Sky. Sonia Citron was out there cooking with hot grease. Stir the pot, stir the pot. Keep cooking, Sonia. That was a show.
Completely outplayed by the Washington Mystics in a game that left fans stunned. What went wrong, and why are people saying Caitlin Clark would have never let this happen?
Says would have passed Caitlin Clark, but Angel Reese herself, she definitely would have. Going into the game last night, Cheryl Reed, the head coach of the Minnesota Lynx.
Let's break it down. The Chicago Sky's most recent matchup against the Washington Mystics wasn't just a routine loss. It was a complete dismantling that left Angel Reese at the center of harsh criticism, social media backlash, and live national embarrassment.
Take a look, man. Hold on, man. Y'all be wildin'. Y'all be wildin', son.
With a girl who was beautiful, rich, famous, rich and famous.
I just want to talk about this chick, Angel Reese, for a second. She has been all over my timeline, over my Twitter or X, Instagram, TikTok. She's always pushing people and this and that. She's always in controversy. So let me address this situation real quick.
Despite recording a double-double with 22 points and 13 rebounds, Reese's performance was far from impactful, and the Sky's 103-86 loss told a deeper story. Empty stats don't equal success. On paper, Angel Reese had a decent night. 22 points, 13 rebounds, 11 free throw attempts. Sounds solid until you look beyond the box score. The Sky didn't just lose, they got smoked. They allowed the Mystics to score 52 points in the paint. And Reese? She was on the court for 28 minutes while her team was getting completely shredded.
Sky are trash. In Washington Mystics, you are a 500 team fighting for the playoffs. You are scrapping to get into that playoffs, and I respect it. Led by two rookie all-stars, and Angel Reese had the nerve to say they have the best young core in the league.
Even the announcers, trying to maintain their professionalism, couldn't help but chuckle during her lowlights before regaining composure. That's how glaring the defensive issues were. Let's be honest, Angel Reese's double-doubles have become more of a bandage than a cure. Sure, it looks great on highlight reels and Twitter threads.
Finish inside, and Washington has done that incredibly well so far. Reese missed the first one, still with it blocked.
But Chicago is sitting at a dismal 7-19 record. That's not just bad, it's near the bottom of the league and miles away from any playoff hopes. And it's not a recent trend either. The team is on a 6-game losing streak that dates back even before Reese returned from injury. That's not coincidence, it's pattern.
Sky, I've told y'all time and time again, they are the gum on the bottom of the shoe of the league. That's it. They're that gum that piece of gum you step on and you just can't.
Now here's where things get truly historic, and not in a good way for Chicago. Washington Mystics rookies Sonia Citron and Kiki Iria. Fenn made franchise history by both scoring 20-plus points in the same game. Citron exploded for 28 points, while Iriafen dropped 22 points with 10 rebounds. They didn't just play well, they dominated. And this happened right in front of Angel Reese, who earlier this season boldly claimed that she and her teammate were part of the best young core in the league. That's a laughable claim when you've got Indiana's Caitlin Clark and Aaliyah Boston, a duo already making serious noise and carrying their team to actual wins. Reese's defensive struggles were put under the microscope during this game. Shot just 6 of 16 from the field, picked up 5 personal fouls, couldn't stop anything coming her way in the paint. And in one of the game's most viral moments, Washington's Shakira Austin scored directly on Reese and delivered a devastating too-small taunt on national TV. That's not just disrespect. That's symbolic of how the league views Reese's defense right now. Exposed, overhyped, and ineffective. And let's not forget, the commentators caught that moment and were laughing, live, on air. That's how blatant the breakdown was. Watching Reese get worked over on a national broadcast while the commentators try and fail to hold back laughter? That's the kind of humiliation that changes narratives fast. What makes it worse is how the Sky actually outscored their season average in this game. They dropped 86 points, 9 more than usual. So the problem wasn't the offense, it was the non-existent defense, particularly from those expected to anchor the paint. That falls squarely on Reese. It's becoming impossible to ignore the truth. Angel Reese is racking up personal stats while her team spirals. The media hype, the Bayou Barbie branding, the double-doubles. They mean nothing if the scoreboard tells a different story. She's being outplayed by rookies.
Clearly better than Angel Reese. The Reese's Pieces threw a temper tantrum, tagged Angel so many times, tweeted about it so many times, that now Angel Reese is convinced in her own mind, oh, this actually is beef. Candace Parker, you don't like me.
Out-hustled on defense and laughed at by commentators. If this isn't rock bottom, it's dangerously close. And yet the drama didn't stop on the court. After the game, things spilled over onto social media when Candace Parker, a 3-time WNBA champion and 2-time MVP, ranked Reese as a C-tier player on her podcast, Post Moves. Parker emphasized this wasn't hate, it was honest analysis. She pointed out Reese's strength in offensive rebounding, but made it clear, Reese is not a player who can carry a team or serve as a primary offensive option, not when she's getting cooked by rookies and letting opponents drop 50-plus paint points. Now here's where things get interesting. Instead of taking the criticism in stride, using it as fuel to improve, or even addressing it with maturity, Reese fired back with a cryptic tweet. "Clout is one hell of a drug. Let that sink in." A player known for her media presence, who has built an entire brand around controversy, college beefs, and social media buzz, accusing a 3-time champion of clout chasing? That's next-level irony. Parker never made it personal. She even praised Reese's hustle and potential. But she asked the hard question, what player are you actually taking Angel Reese over? That's the type of accountability the league needs more of, not vague tweets and petty jabs. The reality is, Caitlin Clark, while younger and newer to the league, is already proving she belongs in the upper echelon. Her presence changes games, her passing unlocks offenses, her basketball IQ and poise under pressure elevate everyone around her. And guess what? She doesn't get laughed at by announcers. She doesn't need to rely on free throws to keep her stats up. She's producing winning basketball, something Angel Reese has yet to consistently show. It's not just about individual stats anymore. It's about impact. It's about defense, leadership, and being a player your team can count on when the game is on the line. Reese has potential. No one is denying that. But right now, she's not living up to the hype. And as the Mystics game showed us, the league has taken notice. Let's be real. WNBA rookies aren't supposed to walk into a game and humiliate a high-profile player like Reese. But that's exactly what Citron and Iriafen did, and it wasn't by accident. They saw a weak spot in Chicago's defense, and they attacked it relentlessly. The result? A historic game for Washington, and a nightmare for Reese. The Chicago Sky need more than empty double-doubles and social media clout. They need real leadership, real accountability, real basketball IQ, and until Reese steps up defensively and stops being a liability on that end, the losses will keep piling up. So here's the big question. Is Angel Reese helping the Sky or holding them back? Let us know what you think in the comments. Was this just one bad night, or is the hype finally catching up to the truth? If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit that like button, subscribe for more WNBA updates, and don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss another story.